This is going to be a Valentine's Day meditation, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're all pretty in our
Pink
perspective
and pink.
shades of pink. It's Terry down in the bottom corner. How you doing? From
Hi.
Smith and Bailey. And then we got Jonathan in the top.
Much
All
love.
right. And here I am, First Lady Erika.
In the middle.
Yeah, this is my African dress. It's really neat.
African Egyptian.
Yes. My dress from Egypt. So I'm showing off my pink colors for Valentine's Day. And what we're really going to get into, some people are looking for love in the relationship, and some people are in relationships. But we find that the number one relationship where you need to find love is with yourself. So we're going to talk a little bit about self-love because we have to make room in our own hearts and nurture ourselves, right?
Right.
Because we can't give to someone what we don't have inside ourselves already. So I like trying to be fair. So I'm going to start with Jonathan and see what Jonathan has to say about this self-love, because I feel like I see you and your activities, and you go hiking and sun gazing, and you spend a lot of time with yourself and and doing the things that bring you joy. And I see a lot of divine masculines doing that. And so ladies, when you approach a divine masculine that is fully entertained in his own energy, it's a lot different, I find. So tell me more about you and your self-love journey.
So yeah, like in this journey, and thank you for everybody for joining in. That it was really about holding that space and being mindful of that self-talk and being very compassionate and empathetic for maybe what has happened throughout your life, but also your ancestors. And kind of walking in the lands helps you just to remember kind of those your lineages, and when you feel into the ground, or I'm sun gazing and reflecting that universal energy so purely, and just being honored to have that communion, and knowing that that is the ultimate source of love, that is the creation, right? And for a long time, we're so busy, we have lots of stuff that can be going on. I ADHD floating, picking up all these frequencies and vibrations. Like I do like four things at once. But it was like, as soon as I bring it down to, even if I'm in a present moment, I can just tune into that compassion within that space. Or even if you're washing your hands, a subtle moment, you can say, you do the eyes test, the eye stare within the mirror to the soul.
Mm.
You flash a smile and you say, I love you, right? And so that then you get, well, I feel the ripple of that fire come down and ripple into my heart and my soul. And so really kind of tuning in what you feel like eating today, or this or that, you can always open up. Okay, what do you feel? What will bring that extra boost of joy of connecting with, even if it's, maybe if you don't buy the flowers, I will go and just be in the moment and smell the flowers and say I love you to the flowers, and just have that gratitude for that moment, and having that mirror concept. And so then, wherever you are, you can recall that moment, right? And then say I'm sun gazing, go through, that might pop up, they may highlight that, I may have that kind of like a little flash, and it'll ripple down. You can have that experience again, and sometimes you can even smell it. So it's key to find yourself, then you can actually mirror that to people. That this is a thing that I've been working on, because I wasn't as romantic or sensual at previously. So it's really being that kindness and having that passion and what that is in balance with, and you know, just honoring those moments, even if it's having a bath or etc. You know, there's always ways to find that self-love within a moment.
This makes me think like we need safe places to send and receive love, and in the mirror would be a good place.
Yeah.
Because I know just saying I love you out loud to someone or even to yourself, like it automatically like creates an expansion
Mm-hmm.
in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry, with children and with a spouse, like you've had lots of love in relationships with your family and your parents. And I wonder, this makes me want to ask you too, like, was self-love something you had discovered a long time ago, even though you had like the loving surroundings? Or was it something that you learned throughout your education in the spirituality? Or what was the basis of your self-love journey?
Actually, that journey of self-love didn't come till later on for me, because it was expectations that we live within, right? And so there was always that that part that, oh, I wasn't good enough for this, or I wasn't good enough for that. And you know, when I started really working on that, it became like, oh, uh, I don't have a lot of love within for myself. So it was a real journey to find that and understand what that was all about. And I had you know, like it was over time. And you know, there was one song, and it was Whitney Houston sang the song "The Greatest Love of All," and that was, you know, like when I stopped and listened to that song, that was about self-love for
It
me.
sure
You know, maybe
was.
it wasn't for everybody else, but for me it was about self-love. And it's like, wow, you know, sometimes we have songs that really affect us, and I found that that was one of them. And so that sort of got me looking more and more into it. And you know, we have to look at, well, you know, what was the traditions we were raised in, what was our belief systems at the time, and it's shattering those belief systems. And um you know, the one process that I use, and I want to share this today, is the Ho'oponopono. And that's the one where you know, you have the saying, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And you start with yourself. And, you know, like for years, you know, I would have to remember to do it. And then that became sort of a mantra that helped me to just like accept myself, because we're always looking for acceptance, but the biggest acceptance we have to have is of ourselves. And yes, looking in the mirror, and that's one of the hardest exercises, the easiest but the hardest, is looking in the mirror and saying I love you. And and you know, getting that back is because we weren't always taught that, you know. And you know, we have a society that it's always saying you're not good enough. If you you know, you need to lose weight, you need to have money, you need to do this. If only I could do this, then I would make me happier. Or but it starts right here, you know, like, who do I look at in the mirror every day? Do we hug ourselves, and do you say I love you? You know, like, stop and just say I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you. You know, like in doing that, and then you connect with someone. Then that someone is yourself.
You hit on something and it's like, you'd be great if. And it reminds me of the Joy Luck Club when the mother and daughter, she said, I don't expect, I only hope. And she was like, your expectations of me, like you expect so much, because sometimes we don't realize we're crushing people when they tell you something, a good idea or something they're doing, and you got to add your 2 cents and be like, well, did you do this too? And did you do this too? And oh, it'd be even better if you did this. And it's like dumping expectations on the person, and they're like, damn, everything I did, now you're going to tell me if I did this and if I did that. And it's like, this is a thing that I know triggers me too. It's like when I'm expressing a thought or idea and someone has to add to it sometimes, instead of giving you the moment to be like, hey, you did great. That's wonderful that you did that or thought of that, or that you gave me that. And without, celebrating that thing first. Man, that's amazing that you hit on the Whitney Houston song too, because yeah, she said learning to love yourself is the greatest gift of all. And I totally witnessed, I was in a group and we had to do a gazing exercise to look at each other for 7 minutes. And this is something you could do with a spouse, with your friend, and you could do this in the mirror by yourself. But with the partner that I had, I immediately felt the tears in her eyes and I started crying. And what I found out was that she does not even have a mirror in her house, because she does not like to look at herself, because she looks like her mother. And she had such negative feelings about her mother that she couldn't stand her own face. So I just say to people, sometimes we just really don't know what other people are going through, but if you're anything like that, we've just named a bunch of exercises that you could do to really get in touch with yourself. And especially that mirror gazing. And if you have, if you want to branch out relationship wise, the gazing is a wonderful exercise. Another thing that I was going to suggest too, you want to create an atmosphere or environment of love inside your home. The olfactory nerve, the gland inside your nostrils, if you add something in the air like the incense or some rose oil, gardenias and beautiful flower fragrances to actually trigger that feeling, and give yourself a hug and take a nice bath. The candles, scented candles, and, set your bath salts, and just things you can do to just love on yourself. Don't be cheap with yourself. Get yourself, some nice oil or something to make your skin feel good and luxuriate in this coming month. And my friend Mel, she named February Self-Love Month. I thought that was beautiful. And got Lisa started an actual self-love class, and she'll be here in another week to discuss the readings that she'll do in her self-love class. But this is the most important thing to do if you want to have love in your life, is to create it in your own space. And that way, number one, it repels people who are trying to connect to you that don't have that intention. Because love vibration, it either resonates with people or it doesn't. If you have this intense love vibration in you, you'll be surprised how much other people will be repelled by it if they don't have that same energy. You want people to match your energy if you're going outside of yourself to make a connection. That's why you have to have it here first.
Exactly. We can't find something outside of us that we don't have here.
We have inside. So yeah, because like attracts like, right? So you better start liking yourself before you, because you'll attract somebody who don't like you. If you don't like you, you attract people that don't like you. Isn't that crazy?
Very strong.
Wow.
Yeah, and we look for the opposite, and like we find the opposite in people. Like And so we're looking for something, but we end up attracting something opposite because we haven't dealt with it inside.
I saw that. I saw that why people attract narcissists, because they actually admire some of the qualities of the narcissist, because they actually do identify with the narcissist, because that's the personality, some of the things that they actually want inside themselves, until it gets to the point where they're actually can't stand each other, because that narcissist actually likes that certain thing inside that person as well. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So I will be quiet so that you can start the meditation. But I think this is like a very fruitful talk. And we're just looking forward to hearing your comments, liking, subscribing, share this with people you know, because you could be like, it's funny when you want to give somebody advice and you're like, but you don't have to say it. You can just share a video.
Exactly. And you know what? We're sharing our experiences, but our experiences are like everybody else's, right? You know, our circumstances may be different, but situations will be different, but we all have those same wantings and yearnings. And so, you know, how I feel and what my experiences are going to be a little different, but it's still the feeling inside, and how we connect with love, and just opening up to the source and just inviting it in, and let me experience inviting it, an experience of feeling that self-love. We're going to do a little journey.
You can write down some of those sayings
Yeah.
and affirmations and put them around the house. So when you come across them, that's your moment.
Right on the mirror.
Right on the mirror.
So I don't know. Maybe you can't see. So I wrote them down here. So if you have a pen and paper, probably going to be wrong, but I love you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The best, the most important thing about
that's the Ho'oponopono. That's the Hawaiian healing, and it is a lovely way to bring that into your life. Just do it. So we're gonna do a little practice with it in our little journey here, and so it's not. Yeah, you can do parts of it, and even parts of our life that we feel, you know, whether it's with a relationship with a sibling or a parent or our spouse or partner. You can say it to them, but you can say it to yourself too. You know, when it comes to, if you have an argument or a disagreement with someone, bring it back to yourself and see what did it bring up in you, and release it that way. It's a good way of releasing. So we're going to get started, and our smooth Jonathan is going to lead us into a beautiful relaxation, and then we'll get into a lovely journey.
Yes. Now, just close your eyes. Get comfortable. Just take some nice deep cleansing breaths. And just stay within those breaths, those nice long deep waves of fresh, wonderful air. Now just bring your awareness to your feet. And just hold that space and allow your breath just to roll, like your stomach is filling up and it's slowly flowing up your body to your chest and to your head. and hold at the top. And then exhale. Let it fountain down either side back to your feet. Now bring your awareness to your stomach, right at your belly button. Just inhale for 3. Allow it to just flow up the body, up the left side, up to your chest, to your head, and hold for 6. Just observe and feel this moment. And exhale for 9, flowing like a fountain of water, like that wave down the right side, down to your feet. Now inhale for 6, up the body. We're just creating a flowing cycle. Pause for 3 at the head. The exhale, going down the right side. And bring your awareness up to your root. Just inhale for 6, up the spine, like a wave, just flowing. Pause at the crown and the third eye. Observe and feel into this moment. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. Exhale. Down the front, allow it just to flow. Down the front of your face, your chest, your stomach, genitals, your legs. Just in this golden sphere. This universal energy that holds all layers of light as we open in this safe space of this union of passion, self-love, gratitude, and presence of our soul, mind, body. And allow Miss Terry to take us on this journey.
And so as you're floating in this beautiful golden sphere, I'm going to invite you just to put your hand on your chest at your heart level. Just feel that connection with your heart. And just as you're doing this, just repeat in your mind. You can repeat it out loud if you want. I love you. I love you. I love you. And you're just going to open up at your crown at the top of your golden bubble, and you're going to feel the energy pouring in from the source. It's creating, as you're breathing in, you're allowing it to flow through your crown, through your third eye, through your throat. And when it comes to your heart, it's going to just expand around you. And it's going to form a beautiful pink bubble. So your golden sphere of energy is starting to float within a beautiful pink bubble. This bubble of love gets stronger and stronger, and there's waves of pink are surrounding you in your golden bubble and penetrating through the golden bubble, so that you have layers of pink and gold swirling around you. And as you're floating in this golden bubble and pink bubble, in front of you, you're going to see yourself. And you're going to see all of yourself from your childhood to the present moment. Just see yourself as a beautiful ball of energy. And all of the events that have taken place in your life, just allow those events to just soften with this beautiful pink energy and this golden energy that you're surrounded. Send this to yourself, to those aspects of yourself that may feel lost or trapped in situations. Just going to send love. I love you. Forgive yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And as you do this, you're going to feel the stress, the strain releasing. And just say thank you. Just allow the energy to flow through your heart, sending love, forgiveness, gratitude, peace to this aspect of yourself. And as you watch these parts of yourself, your life, move into your sphere of love, integrating your love for yourself, if you feel the emotions, allow them to flow. If you have tears welling up, it's okay. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now just take a few moments to just bathe in this golden pink energy and feel the waves of love flowing through you. Just allowing yourself to be bathed in this beautiful energy. Hand it your heart. I love you. I love you. I love you. And you're just going to now start to bring your awareness back to your physical body. And allowing this beautiful energy of love, that golden energy, that liquid golden energy, those beautiful waves of pink energy, just to radiate down into every cell of your body, absorbing that love that is you. You as part of the source. Just igniting that self-love within. Breathe it into every cell of your body. Just bringing it all in, bringing it back to your body, from your aura, allowing it to just settle into your cells. Bringing your awareness back into your physical being. And just notice how you're feeling. Allowing the energy to settle more and more. And with your hand on your heart, just repeating, I love you. I love you. I love you. Put your arms around yourself. Give yourself a big hug. Oh, I love you. And when you're ready, you're going to carry this self-love through your day, through your week, through your month, through your life. Just connect with this beautiful waves of pink energy. Looking in the mirror, see yourself surrounded by the waves of pink and golden light. Taking a deep breath in and welcome back.
You never know what to expect with the music stylings of Mr. Smooth.
Keep you on your toes.
Keep us on our toes. A very pleasant and beautiful sound.
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing the comments about, everyone's feedback, how they feel about it, and how the meditation makes them feel, or even the conversation.
I have a beautiful deck of cards called The Journey of Love, and it's an Alana Fairchild deck. So I'm just going to pull a card for our journey of love, just to end off this beautiful day of meditation, and something to think about. And the number is 55. And it is about acceptance. And what is that? How beautiful is that? How we accept ourselves. Accepting ourselves the way we are right now. And it says, you have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards healing of our world. and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this to be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine, just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. So just accept who you are.
Very
Just
interesting
be.
that that card came up on self-love, right? Accept who you are. Know your flaws and weaknesses and embrace them. Nurture them. Find the root of your fears and allow yourself to feel safe.
Allow yourself to flourish. This actually fell off the wall.
That's the one.
That's the
Fell
one.
off the wall. Wow.
So,
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
so
Wow.
once you
That's after
accept,
we saw all that light shooting from that direction, and then a few days later, then it came off the wall.
yeah, mm-hmm, yeah. So acceptance, and as soon as you get into that, that's just a stage of transformation, a stage of the new step, the next step, and we just keep moving forward. You may do 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you keep moving forward, right?
So we're going to take a break and get ready for the Love Alchemist.
Yes, we are.
Captain Kurt, the Love Alchemist, will be talking to us about relationships and love and self-love. And I'm really excited. I interviewed him maybe 2 years ago. He's one of the coolest guys. Almost as cool as Jonathan, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's cool as Jonathan. But you love it because it's like, let's talk about relationships. So I love being able to talk to the Love Alchemist, and I think his name is really cool. But he's rebooting his business, and he's back on the scene. So I'm really looking forward to that. So check that out. Don't forget to check that out, and check the links below. We have our own Telegram groups if you want to join and get to chat with us and connect and get to know more about the services that we do, accidental alignment, Akashic records, clearing out portals, all types of energy work. If you want to know more about working with the dragons, you can contact Jonathan and Terry. For myself, I create energetic jewelry. So I'm a jewelry designer. I do theta healing, and I'm also an oil anointing priestess. So if you're interested in any of the things that I do and want to know more, please go down into the description and click the links. And if you know anybody who could use this information, please remember to share, like, and subscribe. All right. Thank you so much.
Everybody.
Have a beautiful day.